Hey guys, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Well, this is a continuation from yesterday's. We were talking about fixed blades and do we carry a EDC fixed blade or would we? Um, and I wanted to point out some neck knives. And I wanted to make the point that you don't have to carry a neck knife all the time around your neck if you don't choose to do so. Something like this can go easily into your front pocket, as I was saying yesterday. These minimalist neck knives, these are actually called neck knives. They are one of the best little neck knives there are that they sell. These are CRKT. Let's see if I could get this. These are CRKTs, and they're called the Minimalist. And they are really fantastic little knives. I love to carry these little knives. They are fantastically built. They're just very good little knives. That's exactly what they're intended for. They come with great little sheaths, Kydex sheaths, and there's your package. And they sell a bunch of different ones. They got a lot of different blade styles out with these CRKTs. You can find these even yet in Walmart. But this is the Bowie. They call this the Bowie. And you could see how the finger grooves are very well done, and you get a really nice purchase with that jimping up there. The jimping's really well done, and you can really get a really nice purchase on your knife. Really nice purchase. So that's the Bowie. This one here is a SOG. This is an older SOG. I got this like 20 years ago. You just carry this. I stick my middle finger there, and you got jimping up here, and you're off to the races. But just little blades, you know what I mean? That's exactly what these are. That's exactly what these are meant for, little blades. Can't see around this. So you got that there. It comes with the clip. You could clip it to your belt or your pants, and you can just carry it just like that. Just carries just like that. It's a super easy carry. This one here, some of these I don't even know where I got them, but they're very good knives. Like this one here, it's Kydex sheath. Now look at that. Look how cool that is. G10 scales. Got a real nice purchase on it. This is an M-Tech. But look at that blade. I've used this a bunch of times. Is it the best? No. But I mean, for a smaller knife, will it get the job done? Absolutely. You know? You're not going to be cutting nothing big. You're not going to be cutting trees down with these kind of knives here. So, and they come with decent sheaths, Kydex sheaths and stuff, and they even give you the ball chain if you want to wear it around your neck. You know, Here's another CRKT. I got a bunch of these. You just, when you see them, you just got to pick them up. They're so cool. This one's a cleaver. See that? You got a cleaver on your in your pocket if you choose so. And these things are really, believe it or not, they're very, very sharp. They are very sharp. But there you go. If you choose to carry a cleaver for the day, and these things get the job done. I've carried every one of these. These are no, I mean, these are real knives that are going to do the job. These are going to do the job. Got a nice purchase again. You've all seen these CRKT minimalist knives, haven't you? They're really, really nice little pocket knives. They're really, they're the best pocket knives out there, I think. They come with a nice Kydex sheath. And they come with all the stuff, you know. So you got that there. This one is one of my favorites. This is called the Leduc, because obviously if you turn it this way, the handle, it looks like a duck's head, right? Don't that look exactly like a duck with the eye? But the purchase you don't get on this. This is called, this is a, what is this? Outdoor Edge. Outdoor Edge makes a nice product. And you flip that down, and your knife comes right out. Now check this knife out. That's a nice knife. You got jimping all the way across the top here. And the way they give you this in here, that choil, you could get your finger right in there. Your fingers go right in there, and you get a really great purchase. Really nice in the hand. And look at that blade. Isn't that blade unique? It's a pretty unique blade, isn't it? It's different. The blade's different, right? I like this one quite a bit. And it comes with a real nice sheath. It's always hard to get this back in here when you're working around the camera. And you put it back in there like that, and this just snaps. And there you go. And you could carry this. Carry this on your waist. Sits just like that on your waist. Really nice package. This one here, I don't know what this one, this is a Shadow Ops. I don't even know where I got this one. But still, nice little EDC knife. Probably $7 knife here. It's probably all about $7. But I mean, it's probably $4.48 steel. But something of this magnitude, of this size, you don't need no better steel than that. Just to do some cutting. Look how thin it is. Look how thin that knife is. I have carried these before. This has got a real nice spear blade on it. Look at that blade. Isn't that a nice blade? And you just stick your, right like that, stick it right in the pocket and you're gone. Here's something that's really small and as minimalist as you can get. Look at that sheath for that thing. That's all you get. This is a K-bar. That's a K-bar. Now, the thing about this is, it's so light. I mean, it's literally so light, you don't feel it in your hand. You don't feel this in your pocket. You don't feel this on your person at all. This has got a super nice grip in hand. This is one of the better ones that I think, if you're going to carry just a smaller fixed blade. I mean, there's nothing to it. And this thing will get the job done. That's a good little blade. That's a good blade. So, and the sheath, there's nothing to it. It's just barely covering over the blade. That's all they give you. But does it work? Yeah, it works. It works. It serves its purpose. This here will serve its purpose in your pocket. This one, it's another M-Tech. It's like a karambit. What the you stick your finger through here, and you can do pull cuts, opening up boxes. This blade here, you could do numerous things with this blade. You could even put this blade into a self-defense roll. Once you get your finger through here, now you got this point right here. And if you're swinging this and you connect and you grab somebody with that, look at that. And again, this thing is sharp as they get. These cheaper steels get really, really sharp. But just a cool little piece, you know. They got all different options out there. Goes right back into the Kydex sheath. And then you could stick this right in your pocket. Do you think you could stick this in your front pocket? Yes. Easily. You could easily carry this in your front pocket. Easily. This one here was one of my favorites for the longest time, just because the size of it and the blade. Look at this. Check that out. Now, you see how small that is, right? You think that that's just a small little tiny little knife, right? Look at the purchase I get. You got this choil here, under here. You could get your index finger there, and you get a decent, pretty, gosh darn decent purchase in your hand with that. That's locked in. I am locked in. The blade, look at that blade shape. Isn't that a nice blade shape? And this thing is forever gonna cut you bad. I mean, this thing is viciously sharp. I sharpened this a couple of times, this one. Look at the edge on that thing. This thing will cut you bad. It's just an awesome little knife to stick in your pocket. I loved carrying these knives. I loved just dropping these in my front pocket. And they're going to get the job done just as much as your folders. Just as much or more, you're going to get more out of these than you are your folders. I'm telling you. Here's another one of those CRKTs. Check this one out. Tell me that's not a cool blade. Tell me that's not a cool little blade. They got them all over the place. They're CRKTs. They're called the Minimalist. You could get them in all your Walmarts. They still sell them. But this was another one of my favorites. Just that blade shape alone. I mean, the purchase you get in your hand. I mean, you could get a lot of work done with something like this. I mean, it depends on what you're doing for your day. But I mean, most people on a Sunday afternoon or whatever are just putzing around and going to whatever you're doing, going out to lunch with your wife or whatever you're doing. But this is a cool little piece to have on you. Very cool. And the fit and finish on these. Look at the fit and finish on this. I got to show you the fit and finish on these knives. This is micarta, green micarta. But just look at how they're built. And I think that these are all $20. All of them are coming in at like 20 or 25 bucks. You don't think that's worth 20 or 25 bucks, that little knife? And the last one here is, I know I keep saying, is another one of my favorites. And you could get this at Walmart. And this is called the CRKT Spew. But this is my favorite one. Look at that. Look at that micarta. How well that micarta is done. Just look how beautiful that micarta is. Look at this blade. And now that's a pretty big blade. Tell me, again, explain to me what you can't get done in your day with this little guy on you. Easily get your 4 fingers on this. Nice purchase. Index finger goes right in the choil there. Real nice. They always, all these CRKTs give you great jimping. Look at that. Look at that blade. That is to me, this is a great knife. This is a great knife. I think the steel on these are 7 CR MOV. But do you need more than that for a knife like this? Do you need more than 7 CR? This steel is going to hold up for you. I'll guarantee. It's not going to burn out on you after one cut. It don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You're going to get quite a few cut. You're going to get a good day, even if you're cutting. I mean, you got to be cutting all day for you to dull this. You're going to get quite a few days out of this. Depends on how much cutting you're doing, let's face it. But this is just a great blade. And you want to talk about sharp? You want to talk about sharp? Look at that blade. Look how sharp that thing is. Look at the tip. That comes to, I mean, I love those tips that come to an acute tip. You might think they break real easy. Well, if you're abusing it, yeah, but I love a blade with a nice tip on it. You can really get in there and do your little, it's so effective, those pointy tips. And I just love that micarta. The color of that micarta and the way they did that micarta on these covers. Look how beautiful that is. It's a beautiful knife. You could still get these in Walmart. CRKT Spew. That's about it, guys. And this again, I can throw this right in my pocket. I could throw that right in my pocket. Not a problem. I've carried every one of these I've showed you. Every one of them. And you can't miss it. You can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. And lastly, I wanted to show you. I'll save that for later. I didn't realize how late into the video we were. You guys be good, be well, man. Be safe. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your day. Be safe out there. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Stay well. Take care.